Forest have finally been linked with an absolute dream signing. This guy is top of my list and we're linked to him. Welcome to your Forest transfer news. Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Welcome to your latest Forest transfer news. And finally, I got some exciting news for you guys. It's been quite boring over the last few days. Big up to all of you still watching. I love you all. Coming up, we're going to talk to you about this huge transfer link. So make sure you've settled in, hit the like button, follow, subscribe. You know the drill. Get it all done. Check out OK Jerseys sponsoring this video. Shout out to them. Get your football shirts 15 quid. Code FFTV gets 8% off as well. Get your World Cup shirts. The links in the comments. Okay, let's talk about this. I'm so excited. So I've been thinking to myself, like, I've been in the background putting together a little shopping list video for you. I know a lot of you have been asking me who would I buy, who's on my list. So that's being put together. And as I was going through the hierarchy of that shopping list, I was like, right, let's do this list based on the assumption that Anderson is sold. Who the hell can replace Anderson? You can't buy three thirds of Anderson in 3 players, a third each as good as him, and play 14 players on the pitch. Doesn't work like that. Who potentially could replace Anderson? And I could only come up with one name. And I was like, well, there's no chance Forest can pull something like this off. Who was the name that I came up with? It was Thuram. Thuram, son of the great Lilian Thuram, brother of Marcus Thuram, over at Juventus right now. This is a player I remember when we were talking to our YouTube mate, does the Juventus channel, when we got Savona. I was like, bro, would you just chuck me in a Thuram as well? He was like, back off. He got angry. Because this guy is an absolute baller. But anyway, I'm getting overexcited here. Let me talk you through it. And this is just a link, okay? And normally I don't go over the top on links. But when it's a player of this magnitude, and I don't care if the other YouTubers are watching and want to take them, I don't care. Because when Marinakis wants someone, he gets someone. And why am I excited about it? Is because the source of the link is actually a really good source. It's coming from Matteo Moretto, who's really good with Italian transfers. And what has he said? He said that both Forest and Sunderland have asked for information and made an initial exploratory inquiry regarding Thuram. He says it's early stages. He says it's approach. Let me read my notes here. Exploratory approaches to understand the parameters and the financial scope of the potential deal. No official bids have been submitted by Forest yet, so I need to calm down. Now, Juventus's stance on this is they aren't actively looking to sell him, okay? But they are open to a sale if significant cash comes in. Now, how much are we talking about? Because when I was putting my shopping list, I was like, Thuram would be like 70, 80 million pounds in this current climate. If Forest sold Elliot Anderson for 120, that's probably going to push it up to 75. They're looking for something between 45 million and 50 million euros. So what's that? Like 40 million pounds. For the price of a Dan and Doi, you could have Thuram. And Forest, linked to him through a really good source, is like the best day ever. Well, it'll be the best day ever if he does sign. Now, why am I getting so excited about him? Let me tell you about, maybe some of you don't know who he is. Plays at Juventus. Baller, midfielder, can play defensive midfielder, can play, as I like him more, as a box-to-box midfielder. He's so powerful, so physical, so good at dribbling as well. I think he's already had some French international caps, 25 years old, 6'4". He is custom made for the Premier League. Now, I don't know why other teams haven't bought him up or snapped him up, the big 6 teams and all that other crap. I just think he is perfect for the Premier League. And he, for me, is the only single player you could buy that would at least have the potential to do what Anderson does. Now, is he a prolific goal scorer or anything like that? No, but that's not what I want him in the team for. He breaks up the play, starts the attack, can go on dribbles, got a good eye for a pass, short range, medium range, long range, all the ranges he's got covered. But I actually think his potential is now coming into fruition and he's coming towards the peak of his powers. And I'm telling you, I've seen so many games of this guy. And every time I've watched him, he's never disappointed me. He's that good. Now, you guys, I know what the comments are going to say. Oh, here we go. You're overhyping another player coming from another league. I remember when you said, no, Sangare this, Sangare that. Right? This is not Sangare level. Thuram is better than Sangare. Thuram is ideal for the Premier League. If you want yourself a goal-scoring box-to-box midfielder, then he's not your guy, okay? But if you want someone who can replace what Elliot Anderson has done, this is the guy. Trust me, I will stake my reputation. Not that I have a reputation, but if I had a reputation, I would stake it all on Thuram absolutely balling out in the Premier League. Now, can this deal get done? Well, one, is not going to happen until after the World Cup, and it wouldn't happen, I don't think, until Elliot Anderson is or was or isn't sold, okay? Because Forest would need to fund this. This would be an expensive one. But it can happen because there's a lot of teams in Serie A that are cash-strapped right now and having to sell off assets they don't want to sell off. And while we're at Juventus, Marinakis, if you're watching, go get me Cambiasso as well, man. Like there's some absolute gems out there. Now, do I like Serie A in general as a league for players? Well, no, and Doy's kind of put me off it from last season. But when you see a gem like this, you know, and then add on to that all you FIFA players as well. Don't tell me you haven't evoed this card for the last couple of years, because I know you have. If you know what I'm talking about, then shout out to you. Let me know in the comments. But he is that good of a central midfield player that he's absolutely perfect from the Premier League. And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't pay 40 million for him. I'd go up to 70. That's how highly I rate him. Up against Sunderland, though, Forest have more pull than Sunderland. I don't care if Sunderland have qualified for Europa League. They're fresh into the Premier League. I think they may struggle next season trying to balance European football and Premier League only in their second season. So we'll have to see how that goes. But if they got Thuram, my God, man. But I think Forest would have a better chance. Now, other clubs that have sniffed around at him are the likes of Man U and Liverpool. But Man U went in a different direction. They went and got Ederson. Idiots, man. Thuram's better than Ederson. And Liverpool, well, they're in all kinds of transition right now, so that they're not really looking at him. This should be one that if Forest could do and just sweep in, just boom, quick deal before anyone raises an eyebrow or gets a whiff of it. This is what Forest need to do on this one. So, okay, I get it. I'm overhyping him for you guys. But trust me, if you ever trusted me in your life, and why would you, right? But this is the guy for Forest to replace Anderson if Forest do, and we are linked to him and linked through a good source. Can't wait to read your comments telling me how deluded I am and that Forest will never get him. I don't care right now. Let me enjoy this moment because we're linked to a baller. Get your thoughts in down below. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. We'll see you on the next video. Come on, you Reds.